The rain came down in sheets as 17-year-old Troy Parker stood at the starting line. The crowd barely noticed him. Why would they? For 3 years, Troy had finished near the bottom of every cross-country race he entered. He wasn't fast. He wasn't gifted. He wasn't the kid recruiters came to watch. He was simply the kid who never quit. "Don't embarrass yourself," one of the runners from a rival school laughed. The words stung, but Troy had heard worse. His father had died when he was 13, leaving Troy, his mother, and younger sister struggling to stay afloat. While other kids trained after school, Troy worked evenings at a grocery store to help pay bills. Many nights he studied until midnight. Many mornings he ran before dawn. Nobody saw those miles. Nobody saw the sacrifices. All they saw were the results. And the results weren't impressive. The starter pistol fired. The runners exploded forward. Within seconds, Troy found himself near the back of the pack, just like always. The first mile wound through muddy trails and dense woods. The favorites quickly disappeared ahead. Troy kept moving. One step, then another, then another. The second mile grew worse. Rain turned the trail into a swamp. Several runners slipped. One twisted his ankle and limped away. Others slowed dramatically. Still, Troy kept moving. His lungs burned. His legs screamed. But pain wasn't new. He had spent years learning how to run through pain. Halfway through the third mile, he noticed something strange. He was passing people, one by one. The runners who had started too fast were fading. The runners who relied on talent were struggling. Troy wasn't fast, but he knew how to endure. At the final hill, only 5 runners remained ahead of him. The crowd at the finish line roared in the distance. For the first time in his life, Troy could see the leaders. His heart pounded. His vision blurred. Every muscle begged him to stop. Then he remembered his mother working double shifts, his little sister doing homework at the kitchen table, his father's final words, "Never let anybody decide what you're capable of." Something inside him ignited. Troy surged forward, 4th place, then 3rd. The runners ahead looked shocked. Who was this kid? Where had he come from? He reached the final stretch. Only one runner remained, the state champion, the unbeatable favorite, the boy everyone expected to win. The gap was 10 yards, then 8, then 5. The crowd was standing now, screaming, pointing. Nobody could believe what they were seeing. Troy's legs felt like concrete. His chest felt ready to explode. But he kept pushing. 3 yards, 2, 1. At the finish line, he threw himself forward. The 2 runners crossed almost simultaneously. Silence fell. Everyone stared at the scoreboard. Seconds passed. Then the official results appeared. First place, Troy Parker. The crowd erupted. Troy dropped to his knees. He couldn't breathe, couldn't think, couldn't believe it. The boy who had spent years finishing last had just won the biggest race of his life. Reporters rushed toward him. Coaches surrounded him. People suddenly wanted to know his secret. Troy looked toward the crowd. His mother stood there crying. His little sister was jumping up and down. He smiled. "There isn't a secret," he said. "Most people quit when they don't see results. I just kept showing up." The reporter nodded. "So what changed today?" Troy looked at the muddy trail behind him. "The race didn't change." He smiled. "I did." And for the first time in his life, the kid nobody believed in became the story everyone would remember.